I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
Hey.
But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
All right. I'll totally do that. Give me all you got.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
All right. Only a few dates are still legible: 1980, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? I don't know. Anybody who had to look at it in the first place? Why would you ever want to look at this again? Manifests. New clue memorized. So I'm going to talk to... Alright, Batman. I'm going to follow you out here. Unlocked answer. Your documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why.
CIA.
I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yes. It means on specifically what day and time something happened. I mean, it's only the essential thing that I'd be looking for.
Let the police do their work.
Hey, 5-0.
Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
It's a porpoise.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
So it was a killer whale, but now it's a killed whale.
What are you shysters? You're crazy.
Wait, this is investigation? This seems oddly like breaking and entering.
There.
Or technically, I had a key. Find hidden items. Spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close range. So let's go take... Wait, hold up. I can't see anything in here. Hey guys, I found a clue. Found a whole lot of dark... Ooh.
Hello, old friend.
Bottle of whiskey, sleeping tablets by his head. Excellent. Can I put out my lighter, please? I don't even know how I got it out. I'm just pressing buttons right now. 1 second. Nope. Alright. I've just got a lighter now. I wonder what the proof of the bottle of whiskey is. I can make a Molotov cocktail. That'll liven things up, wouldn't it? Can I have this? That looks a lot more useful. St. Brendan, the Navigator. I'm the Navigator. I'm the Navigator. Oh. How did I... It burnt my finger. Alright. Let's go settings. We're going to go controls. And we're going to look for keyboard. How do you put next light? Next light? Middle mouse button. Ah, middle mouse button. I have a middle mouse button. I suppose you know that. Hello, sirs.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Did what to St. Brendan? I went and looked at it. You mean the sculpture, right? Down at the end of the pier. Yeah, how dare I go and look at it? I've never done such a thing. Who is St. Brendan? Just arrive, you fools. Okay. Let's catch him off guard with a question. Right? You ask them a question, and then when they go to answer you, then you sucker punch them. Because that's how you knock people out, because they're not expecting it. Anyway.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
I don't know. Destroying your patron saint, I suppose. Find out about the island. Ask about Brendan again? No. Is this where you live?
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Why are you going to abandon it? So you don't have work.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
I can tell. Alright. You are super, super drunk if you can't find in your balance right now just standing still. Although technically, I've never been that drunk, and then when I wasn't that drunk, I found it easier to lean against something or sit down or even lay down. Right? So you're putting on, sir. This is like the pantomime of being drunk. Just like the pantomime of driving a car. This is not... Nobody drives a car like this. Right? Unless they want to wreck. Return. So who are these guys that are keeping guard?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
Stuff.
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
Yo-ho.
If only they would kill each other.
Well, that's a bit aggressive, isn't it? Who is Cat?
This Cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Just told me a thing.
Nothing at all.
I heard a thing. Find out about the island. No, we're good. Leave.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
I'll smell you later. Actually, I smell you everywhere. You smell like this place.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Boy, we don't have a clear conscience.
Alright.
Quiet.
Let's see if I can overhear their conversation.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
Talk to me.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Well, I'm a hungry
I
dog.
saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I don't know if you're actually the one to be talking about stinking. This passage leads to the Hawkins warehouse. I know this. Investigate their activities. Lie that Cat sent you. Yeah, that's not gonna work, and I'm gonna get into trouble. Which I like.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
I don't know. Did she call you on your
She
cell
sent
phone?
me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
You work for Cat?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
This passage leads to Hawkins' warehouse. I know where it goes, and I would like to go there.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you.
Damn it.
Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Alright. Then I'll
I
leave.
bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
This guy eyeballing me really hard. So the last guy we eyeballed, gave us that little side look. We kicked his stool, right? So this guy doesn't have a stool, so we gotta wait till he makes a stool, and then we kick him while he's... Is that gross? That's pretty gross. I don't know why I'm saying that.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Technically a cop? What do you know about the Hawkins case?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
Dangerous.
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, not take you up on that. I'm gonna have to go poking around his area.
You again? I told you to beat it.
No, you didn't.
No need to get worked up.
You didn't tell me to beat it. Jesus. Ugh. I'm not gonna do that. In public?
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
You didn't tell them to move along, or if you did, they're totally not listening. Ask about Warehouse 36.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself.
No.
Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Hold up.
There's something coming.
This guy's cheek.
Something real bad.
Come on. Yeah.
In the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Smiles with his left one.
Damn stupid idiots.
This guy works for...
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
He works for the cat.
No way to treat an
I
old
can
man.
tell. Wonder if I can see out of this hole. And what would it tell me? It will tell me that we're in Ravenholm. Okay, let's use this winch.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating. But it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to find a piece of metal. Something of a crank-worthy nature. Turn the handle. Nice.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Let's give it a... Please? Is it workable? I was too strong?
Damn, I broke it.
Are we serious right now? And the game set... Huh. Alright. Well, that's everything there, then, isn't it? I'm gonna have to investigate my disappointment. Right? I'm a little sad. Or maybe I wasn't... No,
Well, a little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Hey,
You're
kitty.
not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
I am a detective, and it's my job to kind of move around and do things on anybody's turf. Let me through. I had no idea. Don't say anything. If I don't say anything, if I don't smart mouth, maybe I won't get like a dagger across my cheeks. I mean, I don't really want to have my face cut. I'm just saying. Let me through! That just seems like whatever. That's not gonna work out. I'm gonna listen, right? I'm not gonna just be vocal. I'm just gonna listen. What do you have to say about maybe your ideas on why I happen to be here? I'm gonna stare at you menacingly.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner.
Yeah.
I decide who comes in and who stays out.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
That seems a bit rude.
As you wish.
As you wish. As you wish. As you wish.
Oh! I don't know. I don't remember this part of Princess Bride.
If you've broken my nose...
I was careful. This time.
Do you want us to take care of him, Cat?
No. Not yet. You don't lack nerve. And you've got a fairly good right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always on the lookout for well-built guys to work for me.
I'll make a note of it.
Please do. I'm Cat. I run the neighborhood. Everyone marches to my tune here. Rather than foolishly risking your skin, come and see me in the bar one of these days. We can talk about what I can do for you, and what you can do for me.
I'm gonna say nothing. Quite specifically, I'm only interested in trying to figure out how to get through that grate now. Because it's busted. Hey, honestly, could you come and help me? No? Man. Let's just go back to the bar. And perhaps maybe she can get me a drink. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it? If she can get me a drink, since this guy won't give me one. You order me a drink. And pay for it. And that would be great.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I think it's time to talk business.
No hard feelings.
For a lucky little blow? You think I gotta be boss of these lads without taking any hits? It will serve as a lesson. I was too soft with you. Next time, I'll hit first. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
So lie, tell the truth. I'll tell the truth. I mean, why not?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area.
I just got here.
Let me give you a little advice.
Okay.
If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Talking about them. Them. I need help getting to the warehouse.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
I don't know if I really want to accept this. Due to the fact that, you know, I've played enough CK2 to know that you don't want to owe favors to anybody. Although I might get a free drink out of it. Sure.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
Yep, I made my choice.
Follow me.
I will follow you.
No problem going out looking like that.
How sweet of you to worry about my authority. I wouldn't be here if I was the sort of girl who'd hide away because of a black eye. People here know who they're dealing with. They watch their step.
I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
Yeah, we got entrance. Stand aside, gentlemen. That's right. I now have access.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
Really? 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 Okay. You want me to shut it too? Hold on.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks.
Wait, it's green. It should stink.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Why are there so many Reconstruction. To enter a reconstruction scene, hold. Oh, this is potentially cool. Oh! Right then. We found Rob Zombie.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh. To leave reconstruction scene, hold. What the hell is happening here? Nope, not done yet.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Oh, I see. With every scene. So this guy has a picture. So where they slept here, at least. Whoever was here slept there. And let's take a look at this.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Well, it would probably be before? So somebody smashes that, and he sleeps over here. Sort of almost reverently, perhaps, that's the idea I'm getting. Reverently looks at this painting. And these painkillers and all that. Alright. I think I've got an idea of what's going on. New clue memorized. Hawkins Warehouse. I gained a CP. Character point. That's greatness, that's what that is. Let's bump this. Oh. Medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh, I did not know that. I would have bumped this up even more before. Hawkins Warehouse. Officially unused since Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life. Photograph, press cutting. But it is the discovery of a partly charred painting, recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion, that allows all doubts to be lifted as the line or the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. We came here, we saw here, now we're leaving here. Yep. Now.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Oh, yeah. This case is far from being wound up. Here's the thing, dude. I know you work for Cat. So Cat put me in here and then tipped these guys off to catch me in here. Guaranteed. Let's team up. Psychology. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. Threaten the police officer. I could do that, technically. Strength and professional, although he's probably pretty strong, too. Psychology. I have pretty good psychology. I don't know if it works. Probably not going to work, though. Also, just for that side bit, that side note that I know that this guy is currently... Well, honestly, though, wouldn't you be at odds with Cat? Or now you're just afraid of Cat, so let's team up. That's probably not going to work out. So who are you going to be more afraid of, me or her? Yeah.
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Yeah, you are.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting.
I like that.
I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here.
Me too.
Come on. My car's parked down the way.
You're the person who
Andrews,
parked dumb.
Would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
I can't believe that
God
worked.
Damn it. Her again.
Uh-huh.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Looks like you've met your match, Baker. I'd like to see that more often.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Get this jackass out of here before I stroke his other cheek. But we'll meet again.
Is it far?
Both.
Mansion.
Sorry, outburst of sound.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Yeah,
See the
detective.
building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
You had to tell the detective to look up. Achievement unlocked. The strange high house. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Huh.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Well, I have other questions. I mean, look at all this stuff I could ask. You're not the first to talk about Winchester. Let's pursue that.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
He really wants me to be off and not talking to him right now. That's what I'm getting. So, we're going to continue talking to you. You know the place very well, yeah?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
Of what?
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Yeah, let's not waste any time. No, the place is falling to ruin. Somebody should definitely get a mason out here.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I do have questions. On an island, probably, as I'm understanding, not a huge island, and from first settlers, how many people did it take to build this mansion? And where do they come from? Also, where do the materials come from? Anything I should be wary of?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
Ooh.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's not waste any time.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
I'm gonna have to refuse, because I still think you have connections. Specific connections. Although, if I play your game, and when something jumps out, because I'm pretty sure something's going to jump out at some point, I could push you in front of me, and it can take you instead of me. Right?
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, you can totally help. I feel like this is definitely going to be good for me, bad for you. Pretty sure. Also, I get to keep an eye on you. Until, of course, you explode into some bit of gore. Which would be helpful, I'm sure, at the time. Okay. Rustling of the wind and of the desiccated nature of this place. Are we in a hurry? Because it doesn't seem like it. We're just out for a stroll to the graveyard. Wonderful. Can I have this? Who leaves a lantern? Who leaves a lantern on a rock? You're not going to answer me. Who leaves a lantern on a rock? Somebody has to answer me. These are the graves of the individuals who happen to have died of burn wounds. There was not a burn clinic nearby, nobody to tell them, hey, you should eat a whole bunch of eggs. And you should take baths of silver so that you do not get overtaken by rot. Right? Anyway, this is probably where I'm going to end it for now. We'll revisit it at a later date. So far, aside from some interesting, you know, dialogue bits that I was kind of tripping through, I'm very excited just to see what happens with this investigation and to, well, the name Cthulhu is it's in the title, so and it's Lovecraftian, so I have no idea what to expect once we actually get into that manner. But I expect it's going to be fun. If there is anything about this video that you did indeed enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content such as this, and I'll see you again later. And if you're feeling super generous, please check out the Patreon site, where you can support me if you have the means, and know that I will be eternally grateful. Have a good day, have a good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Briar Stone, signing out.